Hello, AP Lang, and happy Wednesday. As you probably heard, this is going to be our last week of remote teaching. You probably saw in the news that the Department of Education has canceled spring break, which was supposed to start midway through next week. And instead of spring break, we're actually going back to school during that time and starting regular instruction again. April Fools! That was really bad. I'm sorry. I wish that were true. I do miss working with you guys. That was pretty bad, though. Um, what I've decided to do, though, for April Fools is this. I'm going to spend the next 25 minutes reading you cat jokes. So here we go. What do cats like to eat on a hot day? A mice cream cone. What do cats always get, excuse me, why do cats always get their way? They are very persuasive. Persuasive, that's an AP language joke. How do two cats end a fight? They hiss and make up. What should you use to comb a cat? A catacomb. How long has this been? 2 minutes? Okay, here we got 23 more minutes. What's a cat's favorite movie? The Sound of Music. Mew is a word that relates to cats. All right, it's not going to be 25 minutes. That was pretty bad. Happy April Fools, though. I hope that wasn't too painful for you guys. It was fun for me. So let's look over this week. On Monday, we talked about finishing our drafts, or we were working on our drafts, rather. On Tuesday, you got feedback on your draft, and we worked during office hours that were 1 to 2 o'clock. And I'll make a note here. There are going to be notes on Google Classroom about office hours. So if you miss office hours, if you missed office hours on Tuesday, you can come here and you can kind of look at the notes to kind of see what you missed. Obviously, it will not be the same thing as actually being there, but and if you have questions for me, you'd have to email them. You couldn't ask me in person. But the notes are, and I'll show you where they are on Google Classroom. If you ever want to reference them, they will be, one second. They will be at the top of the classwork stream where it says this week in AP Lang /office hours. So you can see there are 331 office hours. So if you miss office hours and you want to see what you missed, you can check there. So that was Wednesday. Thursday, tomorrow, is a catch-up day. So Wednesday, today I'm going to talk about peer feedback. Tomorrow you have a catch-up day. If you want to meet with me one-on-one for feedback on your essay, just shoot me an email and we can find a time. And then Friday, you're going to get an AP review assignment, but I'm going to work on the AP review assignment during office hours from 1 to 2. So if you come to office hours on Friday from 1 to 2, we can get pretty much done with that AP review assignment, and then you won't have anything over the weekend. So that's the schedule for the rest of the week. And now I want to talk about today, which is 401 peer feedback. The assignment you're starting today is due Friday by midnight. If you can get it done earlier, that's better because then your partner can get your feedback sooner. So this is the document you'll see for today. It says, refer to the table below to figure out whose essay you will be grading. You can click on the link to access their essay. I'm going to fill this in, but for now, I'm going to pretend to be Alan, and I'm going to be grading John. So if you click, you'll open that person's essay, and you'll be able to see what they've been writing so far. Now, if you do not have a pretty complete draft, I'm not going to be including your name here. So if you do not have a solid draft, you're not going to get feedback, which means that probably your grade when I grade it is going to be lower. So please, please, please make sure that you have gotten a solid draft done. By the time you're watching this video, if you haven't, you're kind of out of luck. But know that if your name is not here, if you're not getting graded today, it's because you did not write enough. So that was step one, was just to find who I'm grading. Step two, open the link to the person's essay. Did it. Read through the entire essay. Well, I'm not going to read through it now in front of you, but if I were Alan, I would read through everything that John had written here. Okay. While I'm reading through, I'm going to leave comments. If I do not know how to leave comments, I'll watch this short video, but I know how to make comments, so I'm not going to watch that. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to leave at least 3 comments of positive feedback. So you could say, strong vocabulary here, or you clearly explained how this relates to your thesis, or this example is really specific. Let's leave one for John now. Here's one. I'll highlight this first sentence, and I'll leave a comment that says, creative. You started with a rhetorical question. And there's my first comment. So I have to leave 3 positive comments for John. The other thing I'm going to do is write at least three questions to push him towards improvement. So I could write questions like, how does this support your topic sentence? Can you be more specific? How does this relate to your evidence, to other evidence in the paragraph? You want to make it so that the question that you write, if they answered it, they would have a better essay. So for example, I'm making this up, right? I haven't actually read this, but I could say, sorry, let me do another comment here. Can you explain how this evidence shows that money can destroy people's morals? Now, if I leave that comment for John and he answers it, he's going to have a much better essay. I'm going to resolve these so I don't confuse John. So good, I've left 3 positive comments and 3 questions. Now it's time to assign a grade. So there are 2 things I'll need here. First, I'll click on the AP argument rubric. This is the same rubric that I'm going to use to grade your essays when they are finished. So here it is. Pretty simple, it's just 4 columns. The other thing I'll open is this Google form where I'm actually going to submit John's grade. So my name is Alan, but it's not. I scored John's essay. What is his thesis? I can write it in my own words. So I'll say that money makes people selfish and causes them to act without care for others. Next, it's going to ask me how I scored him. So what did I give his thesis? Well, I'm going to have to look at the rubric, really read through the different thesis markers, and then I'll make a decision. Maybe I'll give him a 3. Maybe I haven't put 0.5s here, so you're really going to have to decide which score you want to give him. And then what do you suggest they increase on their thesis score? Please be specific about what they could do, how they could do it, and where they should make this change. To give John feedback on his thesis, I'm going to look at the rubric first and think if he got a 3, maybe he didn't include a subordinating conjunction. So I'll add this here. Include a subordinating conjunction in your thesis statement. And then I can also look down here. I've kind of broken up the bullet points. These are thesis feedback. This is evidence feedback. This is commentary feedback. And this is sophistication feedback. So maybe, let me see. Maybe I could say the thesis is unclear too. So like thesis is slightly unclear. Try reading it out loud to see how it sounds. And then I would go on and next I would score his evidence and give him feedback, his commentary and feedback, and his sophistication feedback. My overall grade, so let's say I gave John a 3, a 3, a 4, and a 2. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points. I'm going to come over here and see that 12 points scores a B. So my overall grade for John is going to be a B. And any other feedback, I might just say, please include cat jokes in your essay. And then I would hit submit. So you have until Friday to complete all of this work. Again, if you want to meet with me one-on-one, please just email me. But it's really important that you leave these people feedback because they worked hard on these essays as you did, and they deserve to get some feedback from you before I grade it to make sure that their grade is solid. With that having been said, I'll leave you with one more cat joke. Let's see, I want to find a good one. Oh, this is good. What is a cat's favorite color? Purple. That's a good joke. Good luck, everybody. Please email me if you have questions, and I hope you have a healthy and safe day.